What's up with y'all? It's the deal. It's me and OPIG, and today I'm back in the bit playing my boy Dr. Madizi in the Baron lane nonetheless. So as of late, I've been reading the comments and it comes to my attention that you guys are really intrigued about the new Warmog armor buff. And ain't gonna lie, even me as a veteran Mundo player, I am kinda excited as well. But we cannot exclude the fact that they killed my boy Spirit Visage, bro. RIPs in the chat to Spirit Visage, but they did add 30% healing to the Warmog armor. Now, I don't even know how I feel about the change, bro. Like, me and Spirit Visage had some good times, but honestly, it kind of makes Warmogs a way better first item on Mundo. But yeah, though, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, chat, so for this game, we're going to be up into the Camille matchup. Now, in my personal opinion, this is more of a medium to high risk matchup because you got to factor in the fact that 1, Camille does true damage, and 2, she is also a late game scaler. You see, the same way Superman folds to Kryptonite, Mundo folds to Camille, and I don't blame him. She bad. I also expanding on what I was saying, especially into the Camille matchup. You need to factor in that she's one of those champions similar to Nasus who can abuse Sheen procs, and Sheen builds into possibly one of the best anti-tank items, which is Divine Sunder. Now, whether I like her or not, once she gets this item, I simply will have to respect her. And especially because I'm going Warmog Rush, this means that going into Grievous Wounds is super expensive, and it actually pushes my core items further away. Moving on though, for this matchup, I actually decided to go E-Star here. My main reasoning for that is just to ensure that I have lane control. And just a reminder, the reason as to why I went E here is because we are going Warmog start, and having pushing power allows me access to the plating. The problem with this though is I'm sacrificing my HP in order to shove the wave, which is really just making my early game a lot riskier than it would be if I just went Q start and went straight into Warmogs. But yeah, right here fighting the wave, definitely a no-go. She did drop her ignite there. I seem to be respecting, but I'm definitely overstaying right now. I think we did end up missing a minion as well, pushing our level 3 back slightly, but still not too afraid of Camille. She is chunking though. I don't have my W. Trading into her level 3 is kind of mad here. Ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of going crazy right now. We literally are one ability away from dying, but you know what I mean, I'm staying regardless. Literally just gonna wait for this level 3. Please do not test this at home. This is mad risky. Do the right thing, back up. I actually put points into my E inside my W. I guess I'm looking for that wave clear. W would have been better though. Just give me a little more safety in the lane. But since we're approaching the level 4 and level 5, still playing down to the wire. I notice Camille is literally waiting for me to mess up so she can ult me. I read that from afar. I'm looking for my level 4. I end up getting that level up. Bray just trying to counter out, walk away. Almost have enough for my level 5. Like, I'm breathing on it. Kind of still respecting. Yo, these minions. We end up getting my level 5. Instantly looking for the engage onto the Camille. Zyra ends up rotating. Camille ends up going down. Simple. That was definitely good looks. We definitely needed that kill. But yeah, though, finna just take this opportunity to look for that recall and build into that Giants belt plus that Ruby Crystal. Honestly, it's a great start, especially into such a strong mid to late game champion like Camille. And especially when you're going up into one tricks, bro, who know they champion, it will definitely flip the matchup on his head. And certain fights that you think you're gonna win, you won't be winning. But yeah, though, Ray just abusing the Demolish, picking up 2 platings into the Camille, completely ignoring her. And that's basically going to be my strategy up until I'm able to secure my first item, which is that Mog Rush. But yeah, I'm very excited to show y'all the new changes and how much stronger and more dominant the item is in lane. Once you do get that online, you'll definitely become a monster. But yeah, for now, really just focusing on having a prio over the way pushing. Nearly have enough. Sadly, I'm not going for my heart steal this game. We're going for WARMOG'S. Still trading heavily into the Camille, holding on to my ultimate. Honestly, I'm being a little bit too greedy. I shouldn't be pushed up so high up. No vision on the jungle. Here comes the king. That gets dropped. Grievous wounds. I can't heal. End up going down to the Camille. Ain't gonna lie, that was a textbook mistake. That definitely could have been avoided, but it's what it is. We send 0, 1, and 1. Alright, so fresh off a respawn, of course. We swapping up. We picking up the WARMOG'S. Now, although I died once, we can still salvage this. Especially with WARMOG'S, it's very easy to secure an economic lead over your opponent. Just off of abusing the region and just sieging towers, bro. But yeah, though, it looks like Zyra was trying to get a pick on this Camille. Reach out to follow. I ended up just letting that go. Focusing on farming out the wave. Now, Camille's pretty chunked out here. And her staying in lane is super good for me. Especially since we just picked up WARMOG'S. We're getting passive regen. I'm just going to abuse my HP to secure these demolish procs. And just get my gold as high as physically possible. Not scared of trading whatsoever. Just getting these grass bottles. Just to ensure that once we pick up that ruby crystal, my stuff's activated. But yeah, though, we can't send the Camille's back. We just want to keep her in lane here. Very easy to abuse her at this HP thresh. Plus, the next time she recalls, there's a chance she could come back with Divine Sunder. So, definitely going to make plays like this a lot more difficult. Really just trying to bait out the Camille here with the low HP. Zyra ends up rotating. That's cool. I think we kind of just forced Camille off of the turret here. I do have my ultimate. And they're just popping all preemptively. Zyra ends up taking turret aggro, but I end up hitting Camille with the auto E. Simple. Send her back to the lobby. Of course, had to get my get back. Feel me? We'll be taking the T1 off Camille's hands, though. Of course. Kane's up rotating here. I did pop my ghost. If he chased that, I would have been in trouble. Looks like he gave up. That's fine with me. We'll be taking the B and picking up my heart steal. Guess now we actually want to play the steel caps into Ruby Crystal. Did TP towards objective here. Just popping the pink. Just trying to make sure that Kane does not rotate towards it. Yeah, Kane's on objective right now. Finna go contest that. Also up in like 10 seconds. We should be eating this fight. We're just looking to bother the Kane, try to push him off of it, buy my team some time. Camille ends up coming, rotating to help. Enemy team does end up securing the Rift Hero, unfortunately. I am stuck in a 1v2. Literally trying to clutch up, really just baiting heavily, end up popping my ultimate last second. I do end up pulling the Kane's ultimate. Really just trying to end the Kane. Refocusing back on the Kane, hitting him with the Q auto, taking him out. I decided to interact with the Camille next. I do have my WARMOG'S online, pretty sure, with the WARMOG'S plus to play this steel cap, so I ain't too afraid to be taking these trades here. Q ends up landing, we end up disengaging, and at this point I'm just going to be waiting for that WARMOG'S regen to proc, which it does, and we healing up to full. Simple. Had to rage bait a little bit into the Camille. But Camille does have that Divine Sunder, which is helping her sustain the fight at this point. This essentially leaves the lane in a stalemate where we're both unable to kill each other. The main predicament at this point is the fact that Divine Sunder on the Camille is allowing her to heal and sustain. Which means that the whole advantage I'm gaining off of getting the regen from the WARMOG'S is basically invalid. We do end up taking down the Camille here, of course. Echo ends up rotating. We end up fighting the Echo as well. Chasing him D, going underneath the turret with it. He ends up going down. Now right here, y'all, this is where the 30% increase healing comes true. I hit Bard with that little Q auto, which ends up saving my life, allowing me to regen. We end up re-engaging, hit him with the Q, securing the kill. Simple. Sitting 4, 1, and 2. But yeah, as I was saying before, building into Grievous Wounds is not the look here at this point. I cannot be playing scared, bro. I have to be the one who's making the moves and making the plays. Listen though, use either the threat or use the victim, bro. And I cannot be a victim, bro, respectively. So we end up rushing right into that heart steal, going into Titanic. Not vegan whatsoever. We not vegan whatsoever. Full aggro. pushing on the lanes. Now, once we do get my hands on Titanic Hydra, I will finally become a problem. I mean, we is a little bit of a problem, but I'm trying to become an issue, bro. You understand? Now, this Kane's kind of a problem, though. Realistically, we have no anti-heal. But to be fair, I am a problem in my own right. So he's taking this low 1v1. Ain't scared whatsoever. Still holding on to my ultimate. Really just trying to bait him out as much as physically possible. End up popping my ultimate, making him respect me. Like, show respect, buddy. Literally chunking him out heavily. Nah, he hurts though. He hurts. I think I nearly end up dying to him. Yeah, he ends up getting flanked by my team. Bro's low HP. I honestly don't know how you survived there. Crazy work. We regenning though. We taking the fights into this echo. Not too afraid. Finna back up here. 4-1-2. Just playing this space right now. Really just waiting for WARMOG'S to proc up. We just playing around the region. Gonna heal up. Bard ends up rotating. Jin as well is kind of looking for the fight on the pop in my ultimate. We're gonna run it down the Jin. Really just trying to delete him. Although we did not end up securing the kill, we did chunk them both to half. Bard's still down there causing havoc. Kind of looking for a re-engagement. Echoes in that brush. Just keeping that in mind. It's gonna be farming up. As I said before, Titanic Hydra is on the chopping block next. Once we do secure this item, we'll definitely have a bigger presence on this map. Honestly, I'm really just looking to take out this T2. Not too afraid of the Echo plus the Jin. Really just trying to bait them out heavily. Waiting for my ultimate. Definitely can make something happen here. We baiting out the Echo. I end up flipping straight onto this Jin. Immediately dealing with the Jin. Looking towards the Echo now. We end up booming the Echo, taking them out. We did end up getting caught by the King. Did not expect the Hex to gate. My team is kind of cleaning up though. Kane's getting collapsed on. We sitting 6-2-2. Kane's healing. Kane's a problem. The fact that we don't have no anti-heal is a problem at this point. Like, this actually kind of gives me PTSD. Especially when you're playing into Ras. That red Kane, you need to be buying anti-heal, but like, I'm too greedy to buy it because we need this Titanic Hydra to make full use of the max HP we've been building all game. So it's kind of a predicament, but it's definitely the next item on the chopping block. But yeah, at this point, I'm just looking to farm out, secure this Titanic Hydra before the next fight. I feel like it's very important, especially because I do notice that this Kane is actually starting to scale. Kind of getting me a little bit scared, especially having a Kane plus the Jin. It's definitely a problem. But yeah, though, about 150 gold off the Titanic buy. I kind of want to stat check this Camille. See how strong we are into her. She does do deeps, especially when you factor in that true damage off of her Q. Kane's up rotating. Looks like Zinzao is not willing to take this fight. But yeah, though, just healing up. Trying to trade into the Camille, but at this point I'm like, I really can't just 1v1 her because she just heals off of me. We end up getting this collapse. Instantly set my sights on the King. We booming the King, collecting that shutdown, looking towards the Bard, looking towards this Jin. My Q lands on the Jin. Jin ends up burning his flash. This is perfect. This is what my team needed. We sit in 7, what is that, 7-2-4. We eating right now. Gonna just start up this Baron, and right after we kill Baron, I'm picking up my Titanic Hydra. Raid Boss Mundo is officially online, bro. But yeah, though, as you really should be autoing up this Baron. Let's stop playing, bro. We do have Kane on the enemy team. We do end up securing the Baron Asher. That's good looks. Rotating to pick up this mid wave. So just gonna tap it up. We do got this Titanic. Let's pick this up. I mean, this is good looks. We officially have spiked. Wanted to pick up that Bramble vest so that we'll be able to deal with the Camille, but Now that I do have my Titanic, I'm pretty much unable to be contested. The only threats on the map to me at this point is the Kane and the Jin. Especially Jin because of that collector he bought. But yeah though, gonna be making my way towards this T3. We are Baron buff. I don't know why they sent Jin. Buddy, you're getting packed up right back to the lobby where you came from, bro. Finna be getting this Damali on that T3, instantly popping it. Q ends up landing on the bar. We trying to chase him down here. Most def. Even with that heart still prod, we limit testing to the maximum. But yeah, as you guys can see, like these new turret buffs, bro, they literally eating, bro. Every turret shot is doing like half my HP. It's not nice, but I mean, we do have that WARMOG'S regen procking. Finna just be tapping up that T2, taking it out. My economy this game is crazy. Trying to get that Q to land on the bar. We're just trying to force him off of the turret. But yeah, though. Get that Damali on the T3. We secure that. We're just going to walk out. But yeah, at this point, I'm feeling myself. So I said, why not? Let me just brute force the T2. Feel me? Take out the T2. Raw dog that. Listen, Bard, King, all of them. They mad at me. They clearly fed up. They clearly fed up. They trying to make a play on me. I'm really trying to take this fight. Wanted to secure that kill, bruh. I really couldn't. Took turret aggro. Ended up going down. Sitting at 8-3 and 5. Ezreal's in the back line, though. Loki kind of cooking up. He's doing deeps. Secure that double kill. Alright, y'all. So fresh out the respawn. Of course, we heading towards OBG. Now at this point, Kane's dead. Echo's dead. Ain't no way the enemy team is gonna come try and contest this. Feel me? So yeah, just gonna stride over, help my Kane out with the objective. But at this point, my main goal is taking out that T3 bot side, respectively. Finna just be walking this out. Gonna help this Kane farm the enemy jungle. Gonna look to pick up this little wave here. Still looking to put pressure on that T3. It needs to go down. It's the only turret that the enemy have at this point for their protection. So yeah, just gonna be walking this down. Just honestly just waiting to see who's gonna try and match me. I'm uncontestable. But yeah, though, just gonna walk this in. Literally just focusing on the turret here. End up taking out the turret. Wanted to look for the engagement. Really just got popped out mad quickly. Way faster than I thought, actually. But as you can see, Kane's definitely becoming an issue. He literally did 4,000 damage to me, so definitely gotta start stacking defenses, or this could definitely go left very quickly. My team did start up the Baron here. Hopefully we will be able to secure it. It's really dicey. My team seems to be struggling here. Oh nah, this King's cooking. Ezreal's holding it down though. Jin ends up picking up the Baron Nashor. Very unfortunate, especially with the Elder buff coming up in about 20 seconds or 40 seconds. Yeah, this next fight is definitely going to be the game decider. Alright, y'all. So off of respawn, enemy team was on Elder. Definitely going to be looking to contest. Instantly setting the pressure on the jungler so that I could interrupt his smite as much as physically possible. We do end up stealing the Elder Dragon here. This is huge plays, especially off the fact that the enemy team did pick up Baron. So this definitely gives my team an opportunity to win this game and close it out. Alright, y'all. So fresh out of respawn, of course, we running it down mid. Know what I mean? Just prepping to close out the game. Sitting 8-6 and 7, 7-11. Play with Mundo. I'ma send you to heaven. That simple. Feel me? I mean, really just trying to access the Nexus at this point. Sitting on my ultimate, I definitely can make some crack if allowed the opportunity. Full on pushing this in. I'm threatening the breach at this point. Full throttling towards the Nexus, dealing deeps, and we end up closing out the game 8-6 and 8. I mean, of course, I have to perform. It's a new season. I mean, I have to perform for y'all. I have to show out. But yeah, though, definitely perform. Let's see how good we did do this game. I mean, they end up playing better than like 97% of Mundo players. Currently sitting Emerald 1. Definitely big things. Taking home that MVP rating. Of course. Max likes. Had to like up the team for that. If they hating me, I'll heal you up too. But yeah, they'll definitely perform this game, dealing 50,000 damage, 12,000 damage taken. So if you guys are enjoying the content and want to support the channel, please consider like, comment, and subscribing. It's Nopings. Out to catch y'all on that next one. Peace out.